The Mini Cooper. It's fun, it's small, and it's all new. Now, once upon a time, if you wanted an affordable sport coupe, there were lots of options. But then Volkswagen killed the two-door GTI, Honda axed the two-door Civic Si, and then there wasn't much left. Except for that one. Now, we think the Toyota GR86 is one of the best affordable coupes on sale today. Today, we're gonna find out if this new Mini can change our minds. Should be fun. First things first, before you drive a Mini on a track, go-kart mode. It says Wahoo, just like Mario Kart. How fun is that? We are so conditioned now with big, heavy cars to think that 200 horsepower is not enough. It is enough inside of a Mini. This is really refreshing. Now, for this generation, Mini has done away with the manual transmission, and now you can join me in yelling at them. Boo! Boo! Why did you do that? Now, I can actually forgive them that they did away with the manual, but what I can't forgive them is that there is no way to shift this automatic transmission. There's no paddles, there's no gear selector, nothing. How are you gonna tell me this is a go-kart and not let me drive it? Now, just like before, there will be a John Cooper Works version coming. That will solve that problem a little bit. But still, this is a Cooper S. Give me some fun. I need it. Then you get to the smaller detail stuff. The engine start-stop system is horribly calibrated. This thing feels like a semi-truck when it's firing up at a stop sign and it just lurches forward. It's not smooth at all. And then the torque steer. It's a front-wheel drive car. I can forgive a lot, but you give this thing throttle as soon as the boost kicks in, it gets a little skittish. I'm not a fan of it. I wanted to love this car around this track so badly, but the bar for front-wheel drive cars has been raised so much that the Mini just isn't as good as the rest of them. The steering isn't as communicative as it could be. The ESC kicks in around every single corner. You have to turn that off. This is a Cooper S. I know it's not a JCW, but it just leaves a lot left to be desired. There's some good news. I've been doing mid-30s MPG the entire week. That's great. And as expected, it's very easy to park. GR86, 3 pedals equals 1 very happy Clint. Now, my friend and coworker Brian Wong likes to say that this car is like a mirror. You hold it up to your face and it shows you exactly who you are as a driver. If you muck it up, it's a little bit sloppy. But if you get it right, this thing is just fantastic. Now, this is the Trueno edition, which means you also get some hardware from the performance pack in addition to those really neat graphics. We're working with a more aggressive Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tire. You get better brakes and some suspension tweaks. The standard 86, it feels like they dialed in a little bit of extra oversteer just to make it more fun. But all of a sudden, with that extra hardware here, this is a more serious car. You can add a lot more pace around a racetrack and it doesn't get sketchy. It's well sorted. It's much better actually than the standard 86. The steering is super quick and so direct. The engine is very playful. The rev range goes all the way up and it's linear. You know exactly what's happening. Now, on the road, this is actually a lot more civil than I thought it would be. I figured with the more aggressive suspension, the damping here would be worse than the Mini, but it's not. And unlike the Mini, they give you a choice of an automatic or a manual transmission. I'm guessing that a lot of you watching right now have no interest in driving this with an automatic. But guess what? You don't have to if you don't want to. The Mini Cooper S accelerated to 60 in 6.4 seconds and hit the quarter mile in 14.5 at 97.8 miles per hour. In the 60-0 braking, the Mini put down a disappointing 120 feet. For a little context, we got the same number on a Ford Explorer. Wah wah. In our testing, the GR86 put down the exact same 0 to 60 and quarter-mile times as the Cooper S, and with a manual transmission too. The big difference is the 109 feet it took to slow down from 60, besting the Mini by a big margin. The Toyota and its better rubber also pulled 0.98 Gs around the skid pad. That's compared to the Mini's lesser 0.89. The acceleration is nearly identical, but overall, the Toyota has the better numbers. Well, I bet you've never seen this before. Completely circular infotainment screen. And let me just say, it looks incredible. This is an OLED display and it looks as nice as my iPhone. That is not true of every car that's on sale today. And it's super configurable too. Flick this little switch that says experiences, go down a few, brings up the word timeless, wait for it, and all of a sudden, you're driving a classic Mini. Look at the gauges. How fun is that? Visuals, A+. Functionality, not quite. It's mainly because there's a ton of menus in here and you have to press things 3 or 4 times to get to where you want to go. The auto start stop, that's 1 press, 2 press, 3 to get to it. The fan speed is the same deal. There's just more going on here than there should be for doing simple things. CarPlay, it's nice that you get wireless, but it's just a little square inside of this circle. I mean, for modern standards, if you have a map and it's this big, that's not so great. There's also these little projectors hidden behind the screen right here that shoots ambient lighting onto the dash. We have ambient lighting in plenty of other cars, but nobody else does it quite like this. Let me give a little extra credit here. This is visually one of the nicest looking interiors, let's call it south of 50 grand. There are great looking materials and colors everywhere. Everything from the little trim on the seats right here, the strap is rainbow for no apparent reason. They had fun with it, and that matters in a car like this. I can also fit in the back seat, mostly. Actually, that's not that bad. That could be worse. There's a nice armrest right here. I got legroom, my head clears just fine. The only problem, no place to charge my phone. There's only one cup holder, so you have to fight the person next to you and win. Things are a little bit different in the Toyota. So the Mini gets this novel, never before seen circular display. Meanwhile, this has got like Circuit City 2007 vibes going on. I just wish it had the same infotainment that the whole rest of the Toyota lineup gets, because it'd be way better off because of it. You do get Apple CarPlay, that's nice, but it's a wired connection only, and you only get USB-A ports. The good news is you do get physical controls right below, nothing in the screen. It's easy as can be. Left and right for temperature, left and right for fan speed. The interior of a Toyota GR86 is not going to blow anybody's mind, but it does just enough. The seats are very supportive, especially when you're driving quickly. The Alcantara material here is nice, but not as good as anything inside of the Mini. What I do like is because this is a Terreno edition, they have these little badges all over the interior to remind you of that. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh no! My feet don't fit underneath and my knees are up against the back of the seat. Head is hitting the glass. Mini feels like an S-Class by comparison. Honestly, if you're over 5'5", not gonna happen. So we've checked the back seats. Now let's look at the cargo space. With the back seats up, space for, let's call it 2 carry-ons. And it shuts, no problem. Good news, so you can also fold down the back seat, which gives you a lot more space. Slide those forward. That goes in like that. Check-in size, and a backpack or 2 on top of that. And now let's check the Toyota. Obviously, the opening is a lot smaller here, but it does work for 2 this size, and it shuts, no problem. To put down the back seats is a little bit more of a process because the straps are located way back here, and there you go. And when you do that, you get a good bit more space. These 2 slide up forward, and a bigger one goes back here. Toyota also says that there's enough space for a full set of wheels and tires for a track day. I think it's worth acknowledging that these cars have their own distinct personality. The Terreno gives you the performance package standard. That means you get better dampers, Brembo brakes, these really cool looking unique 18-inch wheels. And this isn't just any random graphics package, by the way. Toyota is paying tribute to the 1984 Corolla GTS, famous for being the best tofu delivery / drift vehicle in TV history. Whatever people knew that are probably the exact ones that want to buy this car, and I love that. Now, it's not exactly cheap, but by modern standards, not bad. It's about $36,000 with the manual, and if you want the automatic, add an extra grand. The Mini also has its own thing going on. I love the wheels, I love the paint. I even love the little Union Jack flags that are in the taillights when you walk up to the car. This company knows its audience, and they know that people buy a Mini because it's cute as hell. This test car adds a $1,700 tech package that adds better audio, adaptive cruise control, and an interior selfie camera that literally not one person asked for. This car right here is also about $37,000. We brought these two cars here today for a reason. Rear drive Toyota, a Mini Cooper S, which used to be insanely fun to drive. But after a day here at the Edmunds test track, I fell in love all over again with the Toyota, and I learned that the Mini is all fashion and no function. It's good to look at, but everything else is just a bit of a letdown. And that's why the Toyota is the winner today. But I want to know, what do you think about the new Mini Cooper? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.